Welcome friends, I'm Dr. Shuaib Shahid. I'm here again to share with you my ABC. As I promised you, today I'm going to present with you case history. My main mission is just to give you an insight about human nature, it seems to be very simple by birth, but it becomes very complicated later on. So I'm going to share with you that I ask you, how are you today? Say, I am okay. But there are 100,000 people around us who say we are okay. You cannot see the feeling of a person on the face until they have a severe kind of problem. So every person in this world is going through some kind of stress, anxiety or tension. Everybody is hiding and they have various kind of persona on themselves. So today what I'm going to share with you today a case history which is about a lady. She's a very, intelligent, very noble, very decent, polished, well behaved, and she's 35 years old, married, having 4 children. But she's going in a hell of a problem. Although she's taking medicine, but it is not helping at all. Reason this, if I went to her, discuss with her, and we came across on one of the things that she was discussing with me certain ideas about religion, about love, about romance, about poetry, and both are extremities. But I found that if she's talking like this way, it doesn't mean she's on some 2 poles. When I interacted with her, I came to know that she's so nice, she used to help those ladies who are in problem. Actually, I'm talking from I may say Pakistani village side area where people, they marry and this is a male dominant kind of society. Naturally, such a decent intellectual ladies, how they are, involved in marriage, how they end with the marriage, how they have the problem in the marriage, that I am going to discuss with you. As you know better than me, that human nature is by birth. When a child is born, he is very simple, he is very innocent. He is just like a prince. You see, when he is eating, drinking, having milk and making, smiling, that is the real, life of a king. But later on, the more you go through the world, the more you face the trouble, the more you want to the stress and complications, the more you are in trouble. Reason this, if you see in this respect, the village area, rural area has less problem, but if you go to the city and metropolitan city or international city, you will see the stress level keep on increasing with the, area and with the environment. My main concern to say is that our all kind of problem start with the social culture system. There we are conditioned, we are painted, and circumstances force us to adopt certain kind of personality. So in this respect, when I saw and I came to know that she, because one cannot find the reality till you go into the case history. What is the age, what is the birth order, how are the parents, how the parents are working, how the child is brought up, and who has brought up, how she got the education, what type of model she has seen, what she wanted, where she ended, and how she married, and how now she is going through a life or death problem, depression, acute kind of depression, psychosomatic anxiety, free-floating anxiety, a lot of personality impoverishment. Although she is hiding herself very beautifully with the good dress, well polished, talk very nicely, nobody can understand what it is. So when I came to the case history, I found that she is the first child of 6 brother-sister. The father was a very educated principal and a mother is not so educated, but the marriage they started just arranged marriage. Father was going to marry somewhere else, so there was from the very beginning some kind of clash. This is the first child. When the other child grew up, then she said, I can't take care of so many children. So she gave this lady in the age of 6 years to his sister. Her sister, and she brought up. She used to say her api or some kind like this way. And she was single, so she brought up in the best ideal way and give her all kind of thing, give her very decent kind of, etiquettes and other thing. But she also died with the passage of time because she was old one. Now what happened when she was 16 or 17, the people start coming for the marriage. She, if you say her that photo, you think that she is some queen, very beautiful, very good feature, very neat, clean, and well dressed kind of lady. And there were so many chances to marry with someone, but as usual, the mother has a domination, said no, where I say she had to marry. So this was a mischoice. The boy is only metric pass and he has already won marriage. He was having a landlord, having money, and he want to marry because this is the beautiful girl. He is going to give anything whatever is needed in this life. So it was a forced kind of, I may say, marriage. In the beginning, whosoever she was not so mature. In the first 2 or 3 years, it was like a honeymoon, and she was given the best attention. The question is this: in that process, she stated, even in that process, when she used to have a marital relation with her husband, she has no secretion, and she was having pain and suffering. She went to the doctor and said there is some kind of medical problem. Anyhow, I am not concerned with that one. Later on, what happened? With the passage of time, when the time came, this lady, he stopped giving him money. He was very rude. He only come and give him names, degrade him, insult him before his own brother, sister. And the children was also watching her. She cannot make any cry. Reason this, she was trained that you are coming from a caste where a girl, when she went to the husband, home, then her dead bodies come from that home. So she is a very high cost lady, I may say. But this guy, he's such kind of, his only main concern is when she has so many children, then he start looking around other girls. So her job is he has a land, he can pay money, and she used various kind of virgin worker girls, and they were almost fight, but there was no end because she cannot go out, she cannot mix with the people, tell the people, because it was insult for the family. So what happened? Some of our friends told her that let's go and get some legal kind of help. Now, when she went with them and discussed with them, they told him, the lawyer over there, male-dominant society, oh, you come someday in my chamber and I will discuss with you. This is a private kind of thing. She smelled something. Next time when she went and her brother stand outside, he tried to manipulate that lady. She just, from that day, she lost interest to get legal help because she was afraid, because I cannot do, if I go, the people will look around me and they will become a story. Now that's the reason when I suggested her to see legal help, she said, oh, how I can, I know what is this society. Later on, now what happened, she has her, when I analyze it, whenever she has a stress, she regrets to the early stage and she behaves in that age. Although she is now about 38, she act like 14 years when she was with her appa, when she used to take care of, because she goes there and she's looking for some kind of security support and emotional support and give her some kind of a soothing kind of condition. Sometimes regrets to the 4 or 5 years because mother left it, because whatever is the substitute parent, they can't be the real parent. Resultantly, and they left him, and her brother, sister, and he is short of money, very bad financial position. Even she cannot go to the doctor to get medicine. She's looking here and there some kind of underground help to continue her life, because she's more concerned about her daughter than anything, because she told to me, my end result is this, I don't want my daughter's end result should be like this, way she will be taken away from the school and other thing. Anyhow, coming to the point, now her brother, sister, they don't want to care because they say, you have not been brought up with us, we have no feeling for you. Father has gone. The mother who has shunted out with her appy, she is mentally sick. She has another problem. So naturally she is at the mercy of the circumstances. Now carry on with the thing. She is very social. She tried after the marriage. Can you imagine in what condition? She completed her MA. First MSc, then another MA. Then she tried to have a job, and the job she became the teacher. When the corona and these things came, her all kind of medical support has gone with the wind. Now at this stage, she is facing a very terrible kind of condition. Reason this, whenever she try to manage the things. She's extremist. Suppose I told her that you are too much religious. Religion is not like this. You read in the Quran, it is very simple, very organized. You can become a working lady and you can go and talk and everything, and even you can discuss with the husband. You say he has slapped on my face in front of my children. Then my daughter has some kind of pocket money, throw him in the corner. No, such kind of conditions going, but she cannot go out. So what happened? I say now the best situation is this: you should grow up yourself and you should have a part-time job, because now the corona is gone, looking for the job, and at the present she has nothing and she had to go to the doctor. And every visit she has to pay so many thousand on that one, because she has more complications like this way. In the meantime, she has a kind of operation, a big stone, another kind of problem. Now she's so weak and the things are so complicated that she is at the mercy of her. Now she is looking toward me that I should give her some kind of guidance, some kind of insight that I should go up. So I've given her a session, but the reason this, she needs a long rehabilitation. When I came to know that she has a personality impoverishment, she's very insecure, and she's anxiety, tension. Whenever there is an attack, she regrets and go back to early stage. And she tears comes, cry, and such kind of thing. So my concern in this case history is this, that although she got education, she got training, she got all kind of activities, she's taking care of her children, but her mental functioning is a big problem. When she become romantic, she is 19 years, act like this way. And then the husband has a right time. He has just come for his own, purposes. But when the regression comes, then she start crying, weeping, and praying, and doing all kind of extra religious kind of activities like a ritual. So these two are extreme. So there is a ebb and flow, sometimes this side, sometimes. And then the third system now has come when I give him an insight that you should be like, go step by step. I give her various kind of, vocation career counseling and other kind of suggestions. And she started. Now, when we put her in that one, she become again idealist on that one. I say, you start in the beginning. But when she saw me, okay, I want to be like you. I am 70 years coming to this stage with all kind of ups and downs, various kind of client. How you can become like me? Then say that, my husband can't be like you, talk to me, listen to me, share with me, take me out and with the children, and he should laugh, and we should have a fun of life. Whenever she tries, his husband become more aggressive because he want to become dominant. Wherever now she's going up, the more she want to grow up, the more he give him some kind of maltreatment and give her further depression. So, psychologically, you know better. If a person is above average intelligent, they are very sensitive, they have a lot of anxiety, they have a lot of fantasy. Now, she used to ask me, I have fantasized, doctor, can there be person like this and this type like you are talking and this and that? I say, how is it possible, your husband? No, I say, when I die on the day of judgment, I will ask God, give me such kind of second husband in the paradise. So can you imagine the mental condition? She is sometimes up, she is sometimes down, sometimes she cannot sleep, sometimes she is sleeping 2 days. So this is kind of anxiety she is going through. So my main concern for this presenting this case history is there is certain important factor which you must in mind. Whenever the people come to you, you just talk to them on their mental level. They need certain kind of psychological needs. They need belongingness, respect, warmth, love, security, appreciation. So you're planning behavior modification program. You give them various kind of relaxing techniques like systematic desensitization or other kind of situation, or just bring I may say relationship between the children and the parent so that they should grow up, then it will help each other. As far as the husband is concerned, when I asked her, is it possible I should talk to him? Oh, so no. If you talk to him, next time he won't let me come to get a session or talking with Jimmy. And one day she was making some, kind of a case history, other kind of stuff, and she called me. I would say, who has called you? He said, my doctor. Oh, who that person is? I will do this and that. So in this way, you just see in a male-dominant society, the women are facing a lot of trouble. The reason is there should be a female courts for the family courts so that they have a sport. Like in our country, they have SAS program. They should be given some scholarship, or they should be given certain money that they should run their own some kind of home, industry, so they can grow up. Her daughter, she's a very smart like mother. Their IQ is pretty well, but she is also crying, and she just say, Uncle, we all depend on you. Because we will be killed if you don't help my mom. And my father, he is a very cruel person. He doesn't listen. So, gentlemen, my main concern is this. There are 100,000 people around you. Don't take things for granted. This life is very short. Try to help each other. We are all human beings. We have the same feeling. If we support each other, the life becomes very pleasant. So my main concern present this case history is that please, whenever you deal with the people, listen to them, because they are not what they are looking. Their inner self is different, because your face is not the index of mind. Don't be impressed by their clothes and this kind of thing. Just imagine what is the inner self. What I found psychologically, she is fixated at 14 years of age, and after that she has grown up. But whenever stress comes, she regresses. So in that respect, we have to change the thinking, the grow, give them emotion support, and they have a self-actualization. And I hope she will be successful in the long run, because she's very smart, have a lot of patience, lot of knowledge. She discusses very pleasantly, and she said that I want to be like you. I say, first you should take care of yourself. Because psychologically, if you are in trouble and you have taking some burden of yourself and you took other burden, then you drown up very quickly. With these words, I will say close it. And please, if you have some case history, give me details from childhood, age, brother, their sibling, friends, family, this and that. And because last word of this, for every case, write on, this is my clinical own experience. www, HWW. W mean whom you are talking, what is talking, where is talking, when is talking, how is talking, expressing, and what he or she want to say, and what is she is concerned with. If you have these components and then analyze the orchestra, you will find out the missing link, and then you can work on it. With these words, God bless you. Have a good time. And life is short. Make life easy, simple, and enjoy and share with others, because it takes two to make a row. And life is pleasant. Don't become so selfish, capitalist, that you may be moving around your own self, and you envy with your own self. So this is quite different than the Western culture, so they can understand what is the worth of value of human being. And with these words, thank you very much for your precious time, and have a good time.